Welcome to the Mill Spouse Coffee House Podcast. Your podcast baristas Leslie and Brittany have a latte on their minds.
My kid gets in the dishwasher, that's the first thing she grabs is the knife.
To like use all the help. All the help.
Am I the only one that's weirded out by that situation?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask. You don't have to get dressed. You can do online hungover, y'all.
That's true.
Yeah. That's funny.
Here are your hosts, Leslie and Brittany.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode.
Welcome. How are y'all? How are you, Brittany?
I'm doing okay. It's
All right.
Sunday. How are you?
It is Sunday fun day. Y'all, we started recording on weekends, which is a little weird for us. We usually record in the middle of the day when we can find some time, but we're trying this weekend thing and it's working out.
It is working.
Other than the fact that earlier Lula, I don't know how she got outside. She's supposed to be watching Hocus Pocus on January 26th. But because I was like, look, there's witches. It's going to be great because she likes weird stuff.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas is her favorite movie. I don't know. She got outside and she started coloring a crayon on my sliding door and then on the siding of the house, like stucco. And I had to like throw stuff at her because I couldn't get up because I'm attached to the computer here. I didn't throw things at her. Hold on. The door was closed. I threw it out the door to get her attention.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I didn't throw things at her. Just at the door. It worked. She stopped coloring.
She stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. Success. Mom win for the day.
Does she like Coraline too? Coraline?
Yes. That movie is the weirdest.
I don't like it.
It's creepy. I don't like it either. Now, she started watching it, which I don't know what this, I'm about to lose my mom credit for the day. When she was like 3, when she was a little bit younger, she didn't understand. Because it does have really cool, I guess, it's not animation. It is animation.
It is animation.
It's got cool stuff in it if you don't understand the plot line.
Right.
But once you understand, it's weird.
It is really weird. And I really like weird stuff too, but it's a little too out there for me. But Genevieve loves it, so whatever.
Okay, cool. Now we're on the same page.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's strange and it's a little spooky and,
yeah,
and
it is really cool. I mean, if you watch it without understanding, without like listening to the weird stuff, it's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
And the scary, when she turns into like a spider at the end, I can't, that's where I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
The button eyes do it for me. I can't do the button eyes.
They are
It's
weird.
a little strange.
But maybe for little kids, it's not as weird. I don't know.
I don't know.
They don't get it.
I did grow up in the 80s though, where I watched movies like Neverending Story and Goonies.
Love
and,
Neverending Story. I can't find it. Do you know if it's on like Netflix or
it is on? I own it. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
It is on Prime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to buy it.
Yeah.
Is it free on Amazon Prime? Like with Prime, or you got?
No, you have to buy it. You have to
buy.
I know. It was on Netflix for a while, and then it's not on Netflix anymore. But I like it. My Genevieve likes it.
I was gonna say Lula would like it. The dragon, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
So
Falkor is my favorite. And then like Return to Oz from the 80s. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. So, anyway, that's time warp there. But
we have just aged ourselves.
Right. But anyway, so real quick before we jump into our
let's talk about other
today,
TV stuff.
Ooh, yeah, good idea. Other TV stuff.
Right.
So we wanted to share with you that JS Casting, who is responsible for casting Food Network's Beat Bobby Flay and Food Network star, is now casting couples for a brand new military relationship docuseries. So it's set to air on a leading cable network, and it's looking to feature couples in long-distance military relationships. And just a side note, I know that technically we could qualify for that.
We could qualify.
All of us could.
Yes.
Because we are technically in long distance relationships all the time. But
more often than not.
But I think they're specifically looking for people who are dating still.
Right, that aren't married, that aren't like living together yet.
Right. So if you want to apply, visit www.jscasting.com. So all appearances in uniform or during duty hours will be cleared and coordinated in accordance with DoD instructions 5410.16. And all service members appearing in the production will adhere to the standards of conduct listed in the current joint ethics regulation. So we just have to say all that stuff. But
Joint ethics regulation.
yes.
Got
So all of that will have to be cleared, but jscasting.com, go apply if you want to share your story. I think we all have great stories to share.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out.
And if you know people, share it with somebody you know too.
Yes.
Or if like, they're kind of getting into the, if you've got friends that aren't, I was going to say getting into the game, and I feel like that was not an appropriate thing to say. So, you know what? If you know.
Oh no, you're stuck. I think what Leslie was saying is if you know someone who is currently dating a service member, share it with them, please. But she is currently stuck, and hopefully her internet will come back up. And if you are watching this, oh, there you are. You're back.
There.
Yay! It's all good. We just have some frozen moments here. We just have to let it go.
Let it go. Lula Mae just got a karaoke machine with the Frozen 2 soundtrack.
Oh.
We probably sing karaoke at our house at least 3 days a week now.
That's great.
It's great. And then like Zach got into it. He put things on YouTube. Like now we're combining the microphone, karaoke machine, and YouTube on the TV.
Oh man, that's serious stuff. We have a karaoke machine too, but I didn't think to connect it with YouTube or anything. So
yeah, just because YouTube has a ton of karaoke stuff, like with a little ball that goes over the words, so you know what's coming up.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Party time.
Well, so what are we talking about today?
We are talking about how we all need to stop apologizing for living our lives.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So here's what sparked this, guys. I don't know if you can tell how passionate I am about this story, but I am. So a friend of mine over at Basin Design, it's an interior design company, she is creating a group for people to share their like interior design, like things that they're doing in their house.
Mm-hmm.
But you are allowed to have like a messy kitchen or dishes in the sink. Because, like, I know that there's groups out there where you want to post your stuff, but you have to like crop your pictures out because you don't want, all like the dishes to show, or you don't want to show the fact that like your windows aren't clean and there's smudges.
Like real life. You don't want to show real life,
and
right?
You're like, oh, excuse the mess. I don't know how many times I see people that post cool stuff and then they're like, they apologize for it. They're like, hey, this is really cool. Look at this painting that I made, but please excuse the painting mess that I had to make while making this.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't apologize for doing stuff. And especially in your house, you got kids, you got animals. You live in your house. It's not a magazine shoot. So stop apologizing.
Yeah, I love that. And actually, if you can see in the background here, like usually it's not, I guess it is a little messy, but I am guilty of saying that too, where I'm like, please ignore the mess or whatever.
Oh yeah, me too. All day.
And and this is, we had a sleepover up here last night, my daughter and me, and this is what we did last night. So, if you're having fun, you're making a mess, right?
Right. So, yes. More often than not. Yeah, you are. I don't know how fun it is cleaning. I hate cleaning. Some people really enjoy it. I don't like it.
I'm not one of those either. My grandma loves it, like loves cleaning.
Yeah, so does my cousin. I'm like, can you come over more often? That would be great.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So I love that idea. So just, you see the perfect picture, but you don't see what's behind the perfect picture.
Right, and there's so much imperfection to make the perfect picture.
Right.
Like, it's our lives. That is life, guys.
So don't be embarrassed by the things that make us normal. And that kind of goes along with the Facebook post that we recently shared. I think it was yesterday. It was Military Mom's blog or something. And it was a picture of a lady, and it's like lists all of the things that you see, like kids with great grades, or her clothes are always clean, or her hair is always done, but what you don't see,
her car, like those things, the things that you see, and then what you don't see is
like parent teacher meetings, with your kids struggling at school and anxiety and not feeling like she fits in with her friends, and no support group. So like, just because you look great on the outside does not mean that you're doing okay on the inside.
Right. And, I totally agree with that. I love that post, because that is, that's the world we live in. We have a lot of social media. Everybody filters and crops and does all the stuff. I mean, magazines, advertisements tell us all day long, you're not good enough, buy my product.
Right.
Like, that is what we are accustomed to. And it just, I don't like it. Okay?
I don't like it either. I mean, clearly, like, if you look at the way that we look in these YouTube videos.
Yes, if you're on YouTube, hey.
Like, I don't have a lick of makeup on.
Yeah, no, I feel like the last time I put makeup on when we recorded was probably season 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you're right. And I finally was like, you know what? I never really put on makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to do it special for this just because.
Right. Oh, and speaking of, you guys, the other, I don't know, a couple episodes ago, I said I was going to have a podcast called The Leslie O Show.
Yes.
It's live.
Yes.
It is live.
Yes.
And episode 0, I actually straight up say this. It is not edited, because I just feel like I wanted people to get the real me. I didn't want people to get an impression of someone who is perfect, who can speak very clearly all the time, who doesn't forget what she's saying, like, because social media is really easy to put that out because you can crop and edit and take out all of the things that you make a mistake on. Thus, you're putting out a perfect persona that's not correct. And I just didn't want that. I didn't want to put myself out there to begin with in that way. So if you guys want to check it out, I will say it's more intense than this show is. There's a lot of really real stuff. There's a lot of bad words. If I get passionate about things, I start. So it's not child friendly and it's not for everyone, but it is life. It is real life. There's a little bit of business mixed in. But yeah, and I straight up said, it is not edited. Here's why. And then when I said that, I was like, from now on, I really can't edit anything.
No, you can't.
I can't put
you have to do everything in there.
And at first, I kind of like panicked. I was like, oh my God, now from now on, like people are going to see, like my face. If you guys are watching this, I don't have makeup on. I've got a little breakout on my chin, which I usually blur out. I take it, I put it in an app, and I blur that stuff out, and then I post it. And I was like, wow. And I panicked. And then after the panic, I was like, I'm like free to just be me now. I don't have to do it. I've already told people like it's going to be me, and now I don't have to spend the hours going and editing the stuff and making sure it's perfect to put it out there. And it was really freeing, actually, at that point. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Yes. So yeah, some people don't like it. Some people aren't going to like it. It's all good because I don't think that anyone can please everyone.
No.
And if those are your intentions, then actually you're not going to end up with anybody on your side.
Well, and there's going to be a lot of disappointment too, because I think that you're trying to hold yourself up. This does not sound bad, but mean, but hold yourself up to a standard that's really difficult to go up against.
To maintain.
Yeah, to maintain.
Yeah, it's almost an unrealistic expectation. So putting that out there, I was like, wow, cool. I mean, someday I'll have a production team and I can do all of that, and that's cool. But right now I can't, nor do I really want to.
Right.
I'm not on that level yet, and I think that making it seem like I am is false.
Right.
And I want people to see that you can be on a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on this journey at the same time as you are. This is not my chapter 30. This is more like 1.5. We're halfway through chapter 2. Like, so.
Well, the journey is the more important piece anyway, in my opinion, because that's where you get all of the layers and the grit and the really interesting stuff. Yeah, the really interesting stuff. So, because what you see on the top after you've gone through all of that is just the shiny product. You don't see the knowledge and the all
just
of
like
those.
that post that you mentioned. You don't see all the other stuff. All you see is clothes and cars and greatness.
Well, to be honest with you, that's why I don't personally post a whole lot on social media. I don't even have my own Instagram. I mean, I did for I think 6 months, and I never posted anything.
Right.
But I just, my husband and I are private folks anyway, and I kind of got to the point where I'm like, what is the point of Facebook? Is it for other people to like my picture and make a comment? Like I got irritated when I would update my like profile picture, and then
Mhm.
people would like and comment and like and comment, and I'm like, I don't want you to like and comment. I'm just changing my picture.
Right.
Like,
I
I
agree.
don't need the whole world to know that I updated my picture. So, you know, what is the point? Why are you posting stuff on Facebook? Is it to see the time hop in like a year, which I get that, you know, like the
Mhm.
picture time hops. I
I do
understand
appreciate
that.
those.
But, or is it to get that like or that comment from
Mhm.
somebody?
A lot of people, it's that affirmation.
And
And it's really unfortunate. I'm going to make a very generalized statement. Nobody get offended, please. I think a lot of us go for that like because there's something missing inside of us that we can't do it ourselves yet, because you can. But that just makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. And what sucks is if you get to the point where that's the only thing that makes you feel better. And I mean, I've seen it a lot
yeah.
just in different groups that I'm in, different people that I've talked to. And we grew up like that. So, I mean, you know, especially when you're in like the everybody gets a trophy kind of mentality and all of that. Like there's no winners, there's no losers, which you guys in life, there is.
Yeah.
There is. And so, yeah, I think it's just a
Uh-oh. You're frozen again. There you are.
I'm back.
You're back.
Hey.
That was a quick one.
Yes. I didn't expect to get deep in this episode. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's kind of a society problem. Like I said, generalized. It's not everybody. There was a point where that's what I did, going back to the editing and the perfection and all of that, and apologizing for having real stuff around you.
Yeah. Or apologizing for not editing, right? Like apologizing, being like, sorry, my face looks like this. Well, you know what, guys? This is what my face really looks like.
And I am not sorry. Okay? This is hormones and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I said hormones really weird. Did you hear that?
Hormones.
I was going to say hormonal. The inflection would have been appropriate if I had gone all the way, but I forgot.
Hormones. Hormones, the musical.
Oh no! Somebody create that, please.
Oh,
I'll be the star. I sang in choir in high school.
Nobody's allowed to wear makeup or anything.
Oh, hot flashes featuring hot flashes.
Yes. Those are the backup singers. The hot flashes.
That's so creative. Look at you, Brittany. Wow.
Oh man.
But I mean, but really, like, or taking your kids to a restaurant and like you've got a baby who gets hungry and is crying, and then you're like, or like on a plane, because I know that's new moms. Like I know I had so much anxiety the first time I took Lulu on a plane because I was like, everyone's gonna stare at me, and then I'm like, no, your kid is hungry. They're like, don't apologize for it. I mean, take care of it. Don't ignore your kid, but like. And on a plane specifically, sometimes there's not a damn thing you can do, guys. Because their ears hurt. They can't tell you that their ears hurt. They can't chew gum. Like.
Well, and you also see how helpful people can be too in those kinds of situations. And I have found more often than not that people are actually really helpful.
Right. I do agree. Anytime like I'm on a plane, I hear a baby cry. I'm like, where's the baby? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll snuggle that baby.
Yeah.
I know that mom is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, and then those handful of people around you, they're like huffing and puffing and staring. I actually had one lady one time next to me. This is a total like rant real fast. Mm-hmm. She is like next to me and she was solo, and there was a family of 4 or 5. They had one kid that wasn't with the family, so the flight attendant asked her to move. And she's like, I don't know why I get discriminated because I don't have kids. Why do I always have to move?
Oh, no.
And like that and that, which I do understand her point of view. Like, I get it. And even at work, she went on and on. And I was a new mom, so I was like, okay. And I was like a little bit more offended than I am now.
Yeah.
But she's like, at work, when I would have to work because somebody had to take their kid, go to pick them up because they were sick.
Oh, right.
So why do I have to work? Which she did have a valid point. She was just really nasty about it.
She probably just had a really bad day.
I was like, listen, would you like a Bloody Mary? I'll get you one. Let's make it 2.
Thanks.
Let's
start doing shots.
But I mean, yeah, but like I said, I do understand her point, but she was just really mean about it. And
well, then she had something else that was going on, it sounds like. So
yeah.
But
that person is the one that's like huffing and puffing at you when your kid starts.
Can you
we have
believe
to calm
it?
down. Wow.
I know. Went by
I
so
feel
fast.
like we did a great job staying on topic today.
Yeah.
Our hormones, music. Not on topic.
But you know, and you actually, this is a good point too, just real quick before we sign off, but I mean, you stop apologizing for things like gaps in your resume. Stop apologizing for things that are out of your control, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Do not, yeah. And I think that when you put in your resume, because I feel like we already have a little bit of like anxiety about that. Just after, and especially if you have been in for, or if your spouse has been in, if you've been in the game for like a substantial amount of years, like 10 years, because that is what, 4 moves probably, maybe more, and that's a lot of like unemployed, job hopping. And I think we know that when you're applying and that person's like, why are you moving? What is all this?
Right.
And we got to explain it. And I think we are a little bit apologetic about it without knowing it. I don't think it's an intentional thing in that situation, but it's, you know what? Don't be like, this is what I did. Like, I did awesome things to support my family and our country. Damn it.
Yes.
Like, so.
And then you stand up and you put your hand on your heart, and then the American flag is billowing in the background.
And now proceed to Hormones musical.
God.
Oh, that's really good.
Man.
But if you don't want those gaps in your resume, guys, or if you don't care, I mean, listen, if you want to do your own thing, make sure you check out 90 Day VA.
Yes.
Because they will teach you how to do your own thing as a VA, as a virtual assistant. And it is the perfect fit for our lifestyle. And Esther is awesome. She's like the greatest teacher you're going to have. That course is...
Yeah, and it's real, and it's not just a course, but it's a community, and she gives you support and tips and connections and clients, and you're making real money, guys. So 90dayva.com is where you want to go to get started. And Esther is a military spouse as well, so she knows all about our lifestyle, and she started this business, 5 years ago? Something like that?
Yeah, I feel like that's correct.
And it's so successful, and she's done such a great job, and she's teaching everybody what she's learned over the years.
Yeah,
so.
And I think the most valuable part of being in that community is she networks and goes out of her way all the time to find clients that she can then pass on to you. She finds the jobs, because I personally have been on like Fiverr and Upwork as a freelancer. And oh my gosh, the competition there is insane. They want to pay you like 25 cents a dollar, like an hour, like, because you're competing with people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And, they're willing to work for a lot less than we are, because their cost of living is less. I mean, we can get into that. And to be able to stand out on a website like that, you have to get, it's the kind of thing. Like, you just have to have all those reviews and the stars and if you're just now starting, that's not the easiest thing to do. So you get to basically like get way ahead of the game, because she's already got people waiting to hire you.
Yes. So you end the class already ahead of the game. So that's a great way to put it. So
you got the skills,
check it out.
Work, do it.
90dayva.com.
And when Hormones comes out on Broadway, we will let you know.
So that y'all can be the first to get the tickets. Maybe even some backstage passes.
Meet the cast, aka myself.
Meet the cast.
And the hot flashes.
All right, y'all. Thanks again for joining us today. And if you have any topic ideas, questions, comments, whatever, hello@millspousecoffeehouse.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And we will be back in 2 weeks.
Yep. So have a great day. Don't have any hot flashes.
Don't have any hot flashes. And stop apologizing for living your life.
Yes. Love it.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye now.
Hey there, fellow military spouse Esther Inman here, and I am so excited to be sponsoring the MilSpouse Coffee House podcast. While my husband was an active duty Marine, I figured out real quick that a traditional corporate job was not going to work with deployments happening at the drop of a hat and this PCS lifestyle. I needed a career that could move with me and, as a mom, something that allowed me the flexibility of not being chained to a desk all day. I started working online as a virtual assistant and have since helped almost 1,000 women work online as VAs too. I want to extend the invitation to you to join the Work From Anywhere, Military Life Takes You revolution happening right now. I have so many goodies for you to help you kick off your online career, but start with my free class at 90dayva.com. It has a workbook and legit online job resources. No degree or experience needed. Check it out at 90dayva.com. See you in class.